Wake Up to Money with Felicity Hannah.
Felicity Hannah.
Felicity Hannah.
Felicity Hannah.
Felicity Hannah.
Felicity Hannah.
So significant lifestyle changes.
A huge lifestyle change. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking that's obviously partly cultural. You know, a lot of younger people, they're not drinking as much and they're a bit more conscious about kind of what they eat and staying healthy. But I was also thinking, degrees are so expensive now. Maybe they just want to have a clear head. It would be a great Monday morning if I could say yes. No. In some extreme cases, it may well be that credit card companies decide to review debt, write down debt. For most people, and for the vast, vast majority of people, that's not going to happen. They're going to need to engage with their credit card company and find a way together out of this persistent debt that they're in. Don't assume that if you just leave it 18 months, someone's going to write down your debt. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Felicity, thank you.
In this envelope is the amount that I predict at your current rate of pension savings you would have to spend on groceries in retirement. Is it realistic to expect that lifestyle and to retire at 55? I'm not convinced.
So they're going to have to make choices.
They're going to have to make some compromises somewhere, whether that's age or how they actually live their lives. They're going to have to make a decision. I know you're worried about affording the dream. I'm worried about you affording day-to-day life at the standard that you're used to. And I think that's really, if I were you, that's where I would want to focus my energies at first, just to make sure that I had that quality of life secured, and then look at how I can afford the dream.
Hello. After 3 months' work costing millions of pounds, the government has ditched its contact tracing app.
The main problem with the one that they were testing was fundamentally that it didn't really work on iPhones.
Also this morning, retailers in England were allowed to reopen this week. We'll talk to a couple of them to find out how they've got on. The Bank of Mum and Dad is so well known these days, it even has its own shorthand, BOMAD. It's not very catchy. It's been estimated that help from parents funds around a quarter of all property transactions in the UK. According to Legal & General, if parents were a bank, they'd be the 10th biggest lender in the country. But that's not a bank that's open to everyone.
But conceivably, a family of four would get £40 off their meal by the government, would they? Because this includes children as well.
It absolutely does. And, you know, the government is not asking restaurants to start sitting everybody down and saying, right, who ate this? And, right, that child had some of those dough balls, but that parent ate most of them, so they count for theirs. No, it's going to be half off the bill, capped at £10 per person who's taking part in that meal. So fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I'm just thinking loophole-wise, ideally, then, you want to bring a lot of small children to a restaurant with you and just eat an enormous amount of food yourself.
Jeremy, I never want to take small children to restaurants. It's not...